couple of days ago, Prince Harry had to defend the fact that apparently he now doesn't have any close friends. And we told you about how he'd reached out to certain individuals over here in the United Kingdom. I think really what resonated for me of just how far he's fallen with his friendship group was the fact that he couldn't attend the wedding of his very good friend, the Duke of Westminster, way back in the summer. I mean, whichever way you look at it, it looks bad. And given the fact that both he and William could attend the funeral of Robert Fellows, you would have thought that that could have been a situation, well, put to one side. But as I told you at the time, according to one source, Harry wasn't willing to turn up for the wedding unless he could bring Meghan Markle. And as the Duke of Westminster allegedly and his stunning bride knew, all attention then would deviate to them. And it's not about them, it's about the bride and groom and their ceremony and their celebration. So Harry very wisely had to take a step back. Not used to that, not used to getting his own way on every single level. But now, as the dwindling sort of empire falls apart, it's fascinating to learn that as Harry undertook his 40th birthday, it really turned out to be many unhappy returns. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You all right? Well, not bad, thank you, yes. And by the way, I'm glad you got involved with the video regarding the flag-waving idiots that we were called just because we support the monarchy and our traditions and our British heritage by the alleged comedian Steve Coogan, who's got a brand new play out. I told you all about it. Check out the video. It's fascinating because, as I said, politically, you've got to be so careful. You speak out of turn and then you want the public, and you need the public to pay you to go and see your play to fund the people who put the play on. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Why don't you just shut up and entertain as if that's what you intend or allege to do? Fascinating though. Back as ever to your royal story and Harry's very unhappy returns, because we were told that this was going to be a celebratory party, friends, all of that sort of stuff. And really what happened was that, it was kind of like marketing, and it was marketing to suit Meghan Markle. We saw her, didn't we, at the tennis match, which allegedly they donated to, bought their way in, whichever way you want to look at it. And then the big event, oh yes, the big event, was the very ubiquitous Tyler Perry. Now, I've always been suspicious of Tyler Perry, simply because he gave over his multi-million-pound house to Harry and Meghan basically on the back of a social media message to the Duchess of Sussex. She didn't know him. Harry didn't know him, and suddenly now he's the godfather of course, Princess Lily, something that clearly he omitted to remember on his social media posts, busy promoting his movie, but failed to mention that when it was her birthday. So, don't bash the royals if you don't do the same thing. Now, he celebrated his 55th birthday, and of course all the usual co-hosts were there, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey. Can you imagine being trapped in a room with these people? I've met them, trust me, tedious bores. But what I do find incredible is that how sad and unhappy Prince Harry looked. There are pictures of them attending, and there is Meghan beaming, of course, like one half of Wallace and Gromit, and always got the Richter grin ready because she's always looking for the camera. Now, you might say that Harry is happy, and maybe we're misreading him, and maybe I'm misjudging him. Maybe he's happier than he's ever been. But to be surrounded by entertainment types who really you have no connection with other than the fact they may be useful to you, more importantly your wife, well, apparently, according to that source, Harry felt it was a little bit too much, got rather emotional at points, and according to that source, as ever, allegedly wanted to leave early. But Meghan wanted to sit it out. She's basking in the spotlight of the people that she's admired and wanted to be in front of for so many years. All thanks to Harry and the royal connection, she got it. But Harry, apparently, according to that source, really felt it was very much a happy birthday. And the story about the, lads' holiday and all that sort of stuff is very, very ubiquitous in itself. Nothing's truly planned, and very things are much up in the air. One might suggest, of course, that Harry's hoping to get something together, but that's now been put, shall we say, on ice until everything can be ironed out security-wise. How very convenient. As for Harry being 40, well, some people might say life begins at 40. Seemingly for Harry, life was a realisation at 40 that this is now what your life's become. Tears apparently flowed, but not in the good way. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.